This week on the No More Late Fees podcast, we are joined by our favorite cousin, Marc.
Hey.
I know a few of our cousins are already mad.
But this is the cousin that listens to us, so automatic favorite.
Yes. Although I do think Patrice listens.
And my cousin Anne's husband, Brent, listens every week.
Right, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, he's you know what? I'll change it to the first cousin that ever came on the show.
It's true. The only cousin of mine
of
that
yours
has been on the show.
Correct.
How you been, Marc?
I'm doing really well. How are you guys?
We're doing good.
Living.
Yeah.
I'm sure Danielle was really excited. We watched Euro Trip this week.
I wasn't mad at it.
Okay, good. It's all hit or miss.
I was quickly reminded why I watched it so much as a teenager.
I felt Jackie's excitement about this movie. I was just like, gotta get through this. But not in a bad way. I just, just gotta get
the
watching
short.
done.
I didn't realize it was so short. And it has like weird cutscenes and montages. We'll get more into it during the episode. But I'm like, It has a lot of fluff pieces in this too. This movie is very, very short.
It felt longer because I watched it on Pluto, so I got them goddamn commercials.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
how are
what's
the
been
kiddos
going on with you, Marc? We haven't seen you since season 1.
Yeah, years. I have 2 children now. Yay. 2 little monsters. One will be 5 in May. That kid is he asks the most absurd questions. Stuff I don't even think about. Like, it's crazy. And then the little one, the 2-year-old, he's just terrible twos. I think start around 1 year old nowadays. So he's a daredevil for sure. He is not afraid to get hurt.
Oh, you should show him the classic Daredevil movie.
So most of my time, honestly, has just been with them. Just working and just trying to raise them.
That's awesome. And shout out to Des, who's probably on kid duty, so you could do this with us tonight.
Yeah. Called being a parent. I learned there's no babysitting or kid duty. It's called being a parent.
Well, we love her for it.
We do.
But you started a business, right?
Yeah, it's a little hobby / business of mine. I figured if I can make some money on the side, I might as well turn it into an actual business for tax purposes.
We could cut it out if this is not legit.
No, it is. Like I said, it started off more as a hobby, the laser engraving, and kind of just something to do to pass the time. And one of my buddies kind of pushed me because he does hat embroidery, and the leather patches are very big right now on the trucker style hats. So he kind of pushed me along to do that, and then it just started turning into doing Yeti cups and doing jewelry, all kinds of stuff. It's amazing what that little laser can do. It's can literally fit on any desktop, any tabletop.
That's awesome. Cool. I may be biased, but I can vouch for his work. I usually hit him up with weird random requests, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, not a problem."
Yeah, well, a lot of that stuff is I won't think about doing it until somebody said, like, the coins for your chess set. I didn't think about doing. I know I could do it. I just never practiced or anything. So it gives me a reason to kind of branch out and try new stuff.
And we got wonderful bottle openers for No More Late Fees, which was they came out really cool. So hats off for that. Not a trucker hat, because I refuse to have that trend come back.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Truckers snapback hats are big business.
Lord. All I see is Ashton Kutcher and him jumping out saying you've been punked. It's giving me anxiety.
I like the trucker hats because you can slit them along the top seam, and then I just use like a cigarette lighter and kind of like melt the edges, and then it's a ponytail hat.
Interesting. Learn
little hack
every day. Well, if you guys didn't know, Marc was on in our first season, like Jackie said, but he was on our Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back episode. So if you haven't listened to that, you should definitely go and check it out. Which I think is hilarious because that movie had a Matt Damon cameo, and so does Eurotrip. So maybe this is our thing.
Maybe. Maybe.
So I thought a fun game would be ranking Matt Damon's cameos in different movies. So I'm going to name some movies. There are 8 movies. You're not going to know which one's coming at you unless you looked at the notes. And then you're going to tell me from 1 to 8 where you would place them, not knowing what the next movie is going to be.
Oh, wow.
I know it's very complicated, but we'll get to it.
I hope I've seen all of them. I'm trying to think.
Even if you haven't seen last.
Okay.
All right. The first movie is Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy. I'll put that right somewhere in the middle. Let's go 4.
4? Okay. And the next one, have you seen the movie Finding Forrester?
I want to say I've seen parts of it, but that seems like I might have been a little bit too young when that came out.
Mm-hmm.
First, it sounds a more serious
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I would put it 5th.
Okay. The next one is Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. That's
6.
a George Clooney movie.
6. I don't think I saw that one. This is gonna be horrible, guys.
It's fine. It's fine.
You at home, skip this part.
The next one, Jersey Girl. It's another Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah, 3.
Okay. The next one is Thor Ragnarok.
Oh. Can I bump one of those down? Can I put that up?
No, that's the treasure of this game.
Oh. Well, that really sucks. What are my options? 1, 2, 7, 8?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I get for just trying to be
too
basic,
nice.
huh? Yeah, too nice. And I'll go set right the middle on the other side. I'll go 7.
Okay. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
That would have to be, because obviously you can tell who my top 2 are. They do lemon face?
Yes.
Lemon face, lion face, lemon. I'll go 2.
Okay. Deadpool 2.
Why do I feel like I don't even remember him in that movie?
I didn't either, but
I only remember Brad Pitt. I'm gonna Google it.
Okay.
Not that I don't believe you. I just need a visual reference.
Yeah, it'd have to go 8. It'd have to go last then if I don't remember it. I don't remember him.
And then last but not least, Eurotrip. It's number 1.
Eurotrip. Has to be.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why he's in so many damn cameos. It's insane. But this movie, I remember watching this movie and being like, is that Damon?
Getting a little excited, huh? Like why is
what is happening?
Yeah.
I was not mad at it at all.
And he actually looks really good with a shaved head.
And the neck tattoos.
I love it. You know I love a nice neck tattoo.
And then, of course, singing like a punk song. Like, checked all those boxes for me.
And the song is so catchy.
It's amazingly catchy.
So, which leads me into our question for all of us, which is, what's your favorite made for a movie song/band? There's so many to choose from.
Oh God, I'm thinking like Disney right now. Yeah, like that? Like
there's so many.
Or just like one song.
I'll give you some examples of made for movie bands. So obviously we've got the Matt Damon example. We have Powerline, who I guess is like not a band, but close enough, music
Performer.
artist.
Yeah.
Then we have from Xenon, Protozoa.
Oh yeah,
Zoom,
yeah.
zoom, zoom. I'm gonna say that's my favorite. I'm not too proud to say it. You've got the Wonders from That Thing You Do.
I
So
think
there's
that's mine. I think
really.
it's the Oneaters. Yeah.
Then you've got De Jour from Josie and the Pussycats. You've got Josie and the Pussycats.
Right. Okay.
So there's a lot of
cheetah girls in your life.
The cheetah girls. Yep. So I'm gonna say mine is Protozoa, 100%, because that song is catchy, and his dance too. I can't.
I'm thinking like Hustle and Flow.
Ooh, okay.
Right?
I like that.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
That is
or-
a good song.
Or one that comes to mind is like a movie soundtrack. Oh brother, where art thou?
Yeah.
Something about that catchy kind of. I don't know. I don't know if they made them just for those, but those would be my up there. What I'm thinking about. Those are all amazing.
Yeah.
I would say anything that gets 3 6 Mafia an Oscar, I'm 100% down for it. Because I was like, is this really happening?
Well, even in the scene where they're making that song, and you can see like you felt like you were in that room with them, and their reaction to what is her name? The gal that sings the chorus or the hook to that song.
Taraji.
Yeah, like her eyes get watery when she hears her voice on. Like that's amazing, amazing scene. Yeah, let's go with Hustle and Flow.
Okay. I don't think we were doing this when he came on last time, right?
I don't think so. It's too early. You were on the early bus of the No More Late Fees train. So because we used to be Blockbuster employees, we got to recommend movies all the time. And so you are our honorary Blockbuster employee. So we want 3 movie recommendations from 95 to 2005. And if you're not sure about a year, just throw it out there and we can probably tell you if it's in the time frame or not.
95 till 2005.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
American Pie would have to be one. That movie, just like this movie, it's young kid, teenager growing up. It was I can't believe I get to watch this kind of stuff. It's something about like when those iconic movies come on that you remember the lines, you remember the interactions, you might have a dream about a movie scene. That's how much you remember those there, or how much of an impact. So I think American Pie would be a big one up there. And I love comedy, so that would have to be up there. I also love scary movies. So Scary Movie, again, just a bunch of just idiot humor. Growing up, again, it was, man, I can't believe I get to watch this stuff. And then one more. Let's go with Jurassic Park. I don't know if that was 94 or 95. If it's 94, can we do it on the later end to where it's almost 95?
Well, we could just do Jurassic Park. It's fine.
Yeah, it's close enough.
That's when I just thinking about. I just watched it the other day with my son, and not doing the math on when that movie came out and when I probably watched it is the same time he was amazed by it. It's still pretty good graphics for being the original.
It really is.
Still pretty good.
The dinosaurs look like dinosaurs.
Well, before we hop off, do you want to shout out your social handles for your new business account so that people can go check it out?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the only one I'm really on is Instagram. Is at endless_engraving. Instagram should have all the other stuff on there.
Cool beans. Definitely check Marc out. And don't forget to, if you haven't yet, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or Threads at No More Late Fees. And stay tuned for our Eurotrip episode later this week with Marc.
And as always, Scotty doesn't know.